all employees really need to look at BBS's value because it is very important to not only their lifestyle there at the plant, but their lifestyle at home, because it's a culture change. It makes things become a habit and makes good choices. Because when you make good choices at work, you go home with all your fingers and toes.
One of our first areas that we found out we had a problem with was with the welding area. We were doing an observation in that area. We had two guys welding, one on each of the stands, and there's a door in between them. During that time, we were doing an observation. A guy walked in with no safety glasses, no hard hat, nothing. I was totally shocked. I asked the job to stop immediately, and we talked about it as a group. We come to find out that that's been an issue with that door. So I said, how could we have an issue with the door like that? Let's take a look at it. So we went and opened the door, and we come to find out that a window had been put in earlier, and the window being installed was put right over the information of do not enter in that door. So we found out we had a problem right there. Lucky enough, we have enough people in the plant that want to work together with all of us to help cure and take care of these problems for the BBS group. So we got hold of Williams Paint, and they came over and repainted the door, put the right information on it, do not enter during any welding, and we got that door repaired. So now those guys can perform their work. Folks don't enter in and out of that door. That's for the welders only as they need to. And that's the way we fixed that. And it got done through an observation, a simple observation, and it was a problem that we've had for years. Amazing as it might seem, vehicle operation for years has not been an issue out there. But during the last two large outages we had 4,000 employees out there working at one time. Many contracting groups, many other groups out there working all at the same time. A lot of them bringing their own vehicles out. So what we found was everybody had different rules about how they operated in vehicles. So with the observation process, we were able to pull all that together, look at it and evaluate it, and found out we did have an issue.
There's another incident where during the, I believe that was Unit 2 outage or Unit 1 outage, there was a forklift came through and he had a spotter right next to him. When you have a spotter, you're supposed to stay away from the forklift at all times. But he found himself coming too close to the forklift, and the forklift ran over his foot. Housekeeping just really ties together with uneven surfaces. That's how I see it, is if you have an area that's all cluttered and you're having a hard time maneuvering and working in that area, you're going to fall, you're going to trip, you're going to mess something up. So you really got to have a clean work area.
Well, when you're working around the house, you'll start making by habit of putting on gloves as you're working on projects at home. You'll start putting on safety glasses when you know something might get into your eyes. You'll start using those safe practices that you use at work. It becomes a habit, and start using them at home.
Through our observation in our process, we go out and observe employees working. One of our top at-risk behaviors that we see is ascending and descending. That's going up and down stairs or climbing a ladder. Going up and down stairs, we've noticed employees that maybe go into the cafeteria, and they would be coming back from the cafeteria, and they would have, in one hand they would have a drink, in the other hand maybe their lunch, and they wouldn't hold on to the handrail as they're going. Of course, they would trip and fall or whatever on the stairs. So we definitely emphasize that at-risk behavior, ascending and descending. The behavior itself is three-point contact. It's when you always want to hold on the handrail. When you climb a ladder, of course, you want to make sure that you're not having anything in your hand. So.
BBS is an all-in culture change. It makes the worker realize that no job is routine, no matter how many times it's been done before. In 2010, we had 6 OSHA recordables. We re-implemented the BBS process. We had 0 in 2011. That makes sure that my union brothers and sisters get home safe to their families.
seriously, BBS has been a huge part of our success in improving our industrial safety. There's 104 reactors in the country, and I think that the BBS program at St. Lucie is probably the strongest in the country. They just do a tremendous job. Thousands of observations every year, and it's really peer-on-peer feedback and coaching, and that's what makes it really, really valuable.
Well, I see it'll always be a process that will continue on in 10 years. I'm hoping to change the culture.
The value of the BBS program helps us reduce injuries, makes us more safety conscious in while we're working.
A culture change is like let's say a great big ship. You know, you just can't turn a ship real fast. It takes a while to change, and that's the same thing as a culture. To change our culture, and what I mean by that is you take the culture home.